From the peculiar mind of Dino MN, it's Big Bubba of the North, exploring the mind, body, and soul in the pursuit of our best selves. Hey, I'm going to talk about beards. I talked a lot about beards when I first got this channel started back in the early part of 2024. And I soon discovered that I don't know a whole lot about beards. So I really didn't feel confident in the things I was saying back then. You'll notice that almost everything I did was just opening up boxes from all kinds of companies. And that's kind of at the heart of what I'm about to say here. The beard care industry has evolved, grown, and certainly changed in the 2 years that I've been watching it and paying close attention to all the different makers and resellers and retailers. I think a lot of people were like me. The pandemic, they started letting the beard grow. And then someone says, hey, you should be taking care of your beard now that you've got one. Have you heard of XYZ? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? And so people started using beard oil, beard balms, beard whatever, okay? So we're talking 2022, 2023 here now, right? And people were, checking out all kinds of products throughout 2024. But now, at the end of 2025 into 2026, I think the curiosity has worn off. A lot of people, like me, have settled on their favorites. So they're not out buying from different companies the way they had before. So like everything that's sold, there's different markets. In the beard care industry, there's the fashion and businessman market, which is typically higher up. And in most cases, from my observation, these are the gentlemen who want shelf ready. They want to go to the Walgreens or the CVS or wherever and grab a beard oil, grab a beard butter off the shelf, and it's convenient and they're on their way. They don't really care about what's in it. They just use it. And I think in the case of this conversation that's going on right now, that started with the beard brand company, the Carlos and Eric. They were the initial drivers behind a smaller startup way back when that wasn't a big brand, okay? They made their own brand. Early pioneers, basically. And then other people looked at what they were doing and said, hey, I have a kitchen. I can boil up different ingredients together, different fragrances. So people started making their own, obviously. They realized, hey, I've got something good here. I could sell it. So they started selling it, and a whole bunch of small batch makers popped up, primarily in the years at the end of the pandemic and into 2024. So, again, we had people curious. What are these things? They were checking out different brands. I also still know a lot of people like me. I've had a beard on and off for 40 years. I went most of that time without ever buying anything specialized for beard care. I bought Suave for the hair, and I used it on my beard. Boom. I think most beard people still do that. Let's go to the present day. So now you got all these people who had checked out all these different makers and discovered that some of them really cater to their customers. They literally take the time and learn the customers' names, learn the customers' favorite scents. They invite the customers to actually create a scent profile. These customers then get engaged with the different beard care live streams, and the companies then come along and promote their own products in that process. And so you've got a core group of people who really like the small batch makers because they really learn their customers, and it's an interaction. You don't see these people from the large companies doing this. Let's just face it. They don't go on the live stream shows. They don't get reviewed as much. Again, the idea is it's mass merchandised, and they get their sales that way. The smaller guy has to fight for some recognition in a very crowded marketplace now because there are hundreds. I mean, if you start looking and start adding them up, there are hundreds of small batch makers. So here we are now, we're maturing in the marketplace. People who had started growing beards during the pandemic found a product or two or a couple companies they liked, a scent profile they liked from maybe 3-4 companies, and that's all they buy from. And in fact, I'll just name one company, Fable. I think Fable has done an amazing job of building a fan base. They're locked in. The people who love Fable products are going to be Fable product fans forever. And I don't think they bounce around. They buy just from Fable. And that's happening throughout the industry. So why some companies are seeing sales fall? Because the curiosity factor is gone. They're bouncing from company to company to try to find your favorite. Those days are over. We don't have new beard growing people. Most people now growing facial hair are doing the mustache. Let's face it. It's just, you look out in social media, look out on the street. The young guys are doing the mustaches, or you'll see people literally shaving everything off except the mustache. That's just the way the industry is going. And so companies that don't cater to the mustache side, they're losing out. I'm just telling you. In fact, there's one mustache care company that pretty much has cornered the market. I won't name names, but I think most people know who I'm talking about. So it's changed. People aren't shifting. I don't buy from all these different companies anymore. A, I can't afford it, and B, I know what I like. I think I represent most beard care product buyers in the small batch area. We're satisfied with what we're buying, and we're not going to be exploring.